Anchor the light. Don't absorb the chaos. While the while consciousness is going through all of this change, there are so many energies floating around, and especially if you're an empath or a healer or a sensitive, you'll be feeling really keenly picking up on other people's energies. Quite often it's something you can normally protect yourself from, but at the moment, there's so much confusion going on in the world. There's so much chaos. There's so many people at different levels of awakening. And so sometimes you can feel the collective pressure, you can feel that energy that something's building up. You can feel that intense, like, oh my God, sometimes it feels like it's closing in and it's getting tight. And then sometimes it feels really exciting and expansive. And, you can feel the uncertainty, you can feel the noise, you can feel the fear, and it's not yours. So this is where it's really important at this time to be knowing what's yours and what is other people's, and to observe the energy but don't absorb it. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done because things are happening so fast and consciousness is moving so fast, and this is where the breath is really, it's such an important thing to do because it keeps you grounded. So, and also this is about grounding and clearing your field. What are the distortions that you've got in your field? What are the things that you keep attracting into your field? The chaos. What is the chaos? Is it maybe, sometimes being a rescuer? And that used to be my thing, being the rescuer. So you've always got other people's energy. They need to be rescued. You've got that frantic energy and it's not even yours. So, this, and again, this means, this is about like anchoring the light. Doesn't mean that everything's perfect. It just means that you are clearing your field. You are remembering who you are beneath the noise. And it's also really important to remember not to get consumed by the chaos, because it's all an external thing. Nothing outside of us has any power over us except for the power we give it. And I know it's easier said than done because there's so much craziness going on in the world. And that's where we really need to step into our light and our power and just go within, and just stay in your own lane, because there's so many, you need to settle your nervous system. It's been through a lot in the last few years and it's going to go through more as we go through these changes. So you don't have to observe, you don't have to absorb everything to be compassionate. You can still be compassionate and you can still care deeply. You just don't need to absorb it all. So that's my motto in life, is to observe it but not absorb it. So just asking yourself, what energies are you taking on at the moment that aren't yours, and just observing that, and just because once you observe that, you can actually let it go and you can actually step back into your own auric field, into your own power. So there's a link to for the 90 Breathwork app. Check it out. Put headphones on and change your mind, change your mindset, change your life, change your energy. Keep yourself grounded. There's a 5-minute experience you can have. Put the headphones on and check it out and just see how your energy changes just in that 5 minutes, just with the breath, because breath is spirit. Breath is bringing your spirit back into your body, and it's the most powerful thing on the planet that we have to do. And there's also a link there for our 9D school community. Is over 30,000 people all around the world that are coming into the embodiment of who they are. They're doing the work together, and because we're all doing the work together, it has a massive effect, a massive ripple effect on the collective consciousness. So everyone there's doing their part, whether they know it or not. And that's why things are so chaotic at the moment, is because our vibrations are raising so much, and the old ways can't sustain that. They can't survive in that frequency. And so we also go through that sort of lag time in between too, like where our physical body catches up with our spirit. So have a beautiful, magical day. Excited to share your journey, and know that this too shall pass, and we're in the most amazing time in the history to be alive.